Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As we can see here, today I will be reviewing this SGS air compressor tank. This air compressor is a 24 litre, 9.6 EFM, 22.5 horsepower, 230 volt, 50 hertz and 97 decibels. Model number SC24H. I've had this compressor about 2 years now. It has done me very well. Probably used it about 20 times, something like that. I usually mainly use it for DIY spraying of car parts, panels and wheels, things like that. Pumped up the occasional tyre, and it does do that very well. This is the spray gun that I use. It's a low volume, low pressure, fast mover. It's rated 6.2 bar, 90 psi. You can see the pressure regulator just there. It's a very good gun. No issues with it so far. It works very well with this air compressor. As you can see here, the pressures are just fine for it, and you can adjust the pressures to how you like as well, so that's always good. As you can see here is a 24 litre tank. We've got the 2.5 horsepower motor here. We've got all the air lines running towards the pressure regulator and the cut-off switch just here. You see the 2 air tank dials. We have 2 air hose connectors just here, one there and one there. I've only ever used this front one here, never really had much use for another airline coming off of it. But for the things I used the air tank for, I think the tank would struggle if I was running 2 airlines off it, to be honest, as it's quite a small tank. You can see the cut-off switch is here. You just press that red switch down like that, and then twist it, push it back up. To fill the oil up in the motor, just pull that little bung up just there, push that back in again to stop the oil coming out. The oil sensor level is just here. As we can see, the oil level is perfect. Your air intake is at the side of the top just here, and like I said again, the motor is enclosed in this plastic cover. What is good about this is it has wheels at the back, and it can be tilted just like that and wheeled away. It's not very heavy at all. There is also a nice rubber bung foot underneath just there, and we can see the plug just behind it. As with all air compressors, they should ideally be emptied out after every use for water, so you don't get water in your lines and rust out your air gun or your impact guns or your air blowers or whatever you're using. To do that with this compressor just here is here. So what we do is just untwist this little valve here, pull that valve out, see there's no water coming out, and you can see the seal is just here to keep all the water nice in there. To be released, just screw that back up. Bit difficult with one hand. There we go, perfect. The airline that I've been using for this air compressor is this SIP PVC air hose 3.8, rated at 300 psi. Probably a bit overkill for this compressor. Again, like I say, I use this compressor for just amateur spraying of car parts and wheels and body panels for my own cars, just for personal use. I leave this air compressor in the shed, and I leave the airline running out through the door, right out through the front of the shed. It's plenty long enough, it's perfect for what I use really. It does come with a nice little toolkit, this compressor. The only one I've got available to hand is this air blower, which I use every time I use the compressor to blow off the dust of the panels. Very good air blower this is. It also comes with a little, the compressor also comes with a little quite short air hose. It's also the springy type. I wouldn't recommend that. It also comes with a tyre pressure gauge and an air gun. The tyre pressure gauge is pretty good. The spray gun I wouldn't really use, to be honest. But I say this compressor is quite light as well, so if you need to move it around, it's not really much of a problem. As air compressors go, it's very compact, and it works perfect for what I need it for. Very happy with it. I've also got a few other things from the SGS brand, and they have been very good as well. I think it's just a good brand in general. I would recommend this air compressor. The only thing I would say is if you're doing quite a bit more spraying, like just a bit more than a few panels, I would suggest getting a bigger tank, as this does tend to have a tendency to fill up quite quickly, and it does keep going off, keep regenerating the air inside, as it's quite a small tank. It's also quite loud. Like I say, it's rated at 97 decibels, so just keep that in mind if you're using it in small spaces, or if you don't want to annoy your neighbours. Like I said again, I would recommend this air compressor. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're staying safe and enjoy your day. Goodbye.